no disrespect will be addressed. You know what I seen Saturday? This is what I
seen. Literally, you're trash. Gang, gang.
Oh! Man, you get man. Hold on, man.
Let me say something to you as a friend. You suck. All right? The reason you can't get work, it's not because people don't like you, man. You know, it's not because people don't want to give you a chance. It's because you suck. You know? You're not funny. You suck.
Yo, my nigga, that shit trash, man. On some real
right
shit.
about now, Caleb DeBoer, this is how Alabama fans feel about Caleb DeBoer about right now.
You're fired! You're fired! Whoa! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! All right! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! Donald Trump, you're fired!
Roll Tide. Man, hold on, cut it short. Bama fans, I'm here today to speak to all Alabama fans. Man, this past week, that might have been the quietest I've been watching the game in a while. It was painful, y'all. It really was. Man, I'm talking about, when I say them boys played horrible, whew, man, when I first was watching the game, I was writing down, man, the things I liked about the game and the things I didn't like. By the second quarter, I just crumbled up the paper and just threw away the things I liked, because I was like, you know what? It's nothing I like about this game. Man, I rewatched the game. Man, look, I counted. I got my paper here too. I counted. It was 14 missed tackles. You know what that means? Soft as shit. That's what that means. 14 missed tackles. Nobody on the team was bringing a point of attack. Nobody was setting the edge. By the end of the third quarter, defense started doing a little something. Just a little bit, but barely still. But nobody was bringing a point of attack. Nobody was being aggressive, being like, what? And I'm talking about, when this game started, everybody was saying the right things before, you know. And I tried to get Caleb DeBoer to, and you know, I tried to be fair. I'm trying to not hold him and compare him to Nick Saban, because nobody but maybe Bear Bryant and a few other people can compare to Nick Saban. But dog, it's not a talent issue. It's not a talent issue, Bama fans. It's a mentality issue. I read something, one of the boosters was saying that they've been traveling, you know, with the team over 25 years. Over 25 years now. And they were saying how, you know, the previous season, they could tell without Saban being there. They were saying, you know, it was teammates staying out to 1:30 in the morning, ordering DoorDash, hanging out, you know, just chilling. And I'm like, once I read that, I'm like, you know what? That shows right there. That's the problem. This team has no identity. If it does have identity right now, it's being walked over. It's no more the Crimson Tide that people were scared of. And, you know, just when you played Bama, you knew, okay, we're going to leave out this game. If we win this game, it's coming down to the last play. We're going to have to out physical. Man, people just walking in and walking over these boys now. What's another name? Ty Simpson, 23 of 43, 254 yards, 5.9 yards per pass. Look, Ty Simpson, I tried to come in and be like, and I'm still, because like I say, it's early. It is the first game. That's the only positive, that the season is still long. But the bad thing is, it may be a little too long for us Bama fans. Because if it started to pile up some losses, then we're going to be like, dang, man. But like I said, anyways, Ty Simpson, dog, I just don't know if he the guy. like I said, it's a good and positive. You know, sometimes you can sit down and learn a lot and be like, okay, he's learned. It also could be a negative because maybe the guy sat a long time because he just wasn't that good. Maybe it's simple as that. Maybe Keelan Russell needs to come in. I know he's a freshman. Y'all. But maybe he needs to come in and just, maybe a new guy could just light a fire under this team. Because right now, it's no fire. It's no, it's nobody out there to just, matter of fact, this one thing I was thinking the other day, Ryan Williams probably would, well, not even no problem. Ryan Williams is the best player on this team. He had 30 yards this game. And yes, he was getting double teamed, but we know if you're that guy, you're going to get double teamed. One thing, Ryan Williams is the best player on the team, but the best player doesn't always mean you're the leader of the team. And I want to be careful how I say this. Ryan Williams, what he does outside is perfectly fine. Whatever he want to do. But I just think, y'all, and you can comment and tell me you disagree. That's perfectly fine. But I just feel when you're the best player on the team and you're trying to bring a certain mentality to the team, when you're out there, you're painting your fingernails and you're promoting fingernail polish, you're on every podcast, your celebrity is growing so big, which it can be good. But most of these kids can't handle that because, like I say, just managing playing football in school is a lot. So now you got all this going on. And then you're playing, I know how in 2025 how the world want to be. But football is a man's game. It's a man's game. You have to have a certain mentality to come out there on the field. We can't come out there being soft. And we look soft. We look just pushed around. It's like the bully that just came on the playground just smacking you all up inside the head. Alabama looks soft out there. They look timid. I think they said it was like, was it 8 or 9 linebackers missed tackles? I know Keon Sad missed 2 tackles, but it can't be all. I don't want to hear about injuries either. I don't want to hear about all the nose tackle was hurt. Jam Miller's out. Because if you watch the first drive, it was a 7-8 minute drive, like a classic Alabama drive. And I was like, okay. If they was running the ball, they ran the ball most of that whole drive. And I was like, okay. And they scored. I went for like a 4th down. I think on that drive they had it was either holding or false start, one of them. But it was the right tackle. He still effing up. Like I say, of course, the left side pretty good, but you know, good teams, and I'm not saying Florida State a good team, which make this loss even worse. We will see, you know, as the season develops. But good teams will expose your weaknesses. If they seen last year the right side was weak, we're going right back to the right side. I'm talking about, man, when I say this game was bad, I'm talking about, man, then y'all talking about all disrespect will be addressed. All disrespect will be addressed. Man, if that wasn't a funny statement. But anyways, you guys, I just need a mentality change. I don't know if it's everybody let me know, is it a coaching change need to be? I know Caleb DeBoer buyout is like a $7 million buyout. Maybe Caleb DeBoer just wasn't built for the SEC. It may be that simple. Because when you're in the SEC, everybody knows it's a different mentality of football. We can all admit, look, that's like the Big Ten. The Big Ten right now, before Urban Meyer came to Ohio State, which he left the SEC and came to Ohio State, he changed the mentality of the Big Ten, in my opinion. Because before then, the Big Ten, when nobody talking about the Big Ten. But when Urban Meyer came up, changed Ohio State program, and got more physical, you seen it trickle down. It got to Michigan. It got the other programs. You have to be like, I know the NIL deals. I know the transfer portal. I know all the landscape of college football has changed and it's way more difficult. But if you're the coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, mediocrity, this ain't what we come for. This ain't. So if Caleb Boy is not the guy and y'all got to buy him out, hey, get rid of him. It needs to be a serious conversation with Caleb the Boy and the coaching staff. Like, guys, what is the goal, sir? What are we trying to accomplish? Do we just want to be friendly? Like, on the sideline, and I'm not saying, I keep saying this, but Caleb the Boy does not have to be Nick Saban. He do not have to be throwing his headset everywhere. But is Caleb the Boy holding the kids accountable? Is he really coaching these kids and telling them, or is he trying to be their best friend? Because people, they love to get on Nick Saban, Bill Belichick. Oh, these coaches ain't fun. These coaches, they're too strict. If you want success, real success, you have to be that locked in. You can't be, oh man, we just having fun out here, man. We just, no, you can't. You have to be locked in. You have to be 100% of the time. Look, matter of fact, this would really piss me off. This pissed me, man, dog. I think it was, man, what the score was? What the score was? 10 to whatever Florida State had. I think Bama scored 17. Man, why they on the sideline dancing and shit? I'm looking, man, I about threw the remote at the TV. Why is y'all celebrating? What is y'all dancing and celebrating for? Nick would have never liked that. Especially you're down. You down, you losing like 17-24 at that point, I think. You still down a touchdown and you over here dancing. What is you dancing about? School? Get back on the sideline. And the bad thing is, as bad as they played, y'all, the defense at the end gave them some chances. They started to stop the run a little bit, and they gave him a chance. You got a muff punt. You couldn't do nothing with it. I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know if Ty Simpson the guy, because anytime he got some pressure on him, he seemed like he was damn in the pocket just panicking. He didn't seem like he had no composure in the pocket. And at this point of your career in college, I know it's a start on the road and all that. But man, like, how long do we give a guy before we get the other guy in them? Like, okay, we got an easy game this week. Then you got Wisconsin. Then you got Georgia the fourth game. The way they played this past week, man, hold on. The way they played this past week, y'all play Georgia like that, you're going to get the doors blew off you. You're going to get BTA. That's what's going to happen. Like, something, Caleb the Boy, he needs to have a team meeting soon as this week, yesterday, Monday. He should have had a team meeting then. Soon as this week started and popped off and said, look, guy, we got to lock in. We, like, all the distractions. I don't want to see Ryan Williams on another podcast. I don't want to see nobody on this team on another podcast. I don't want to see y'all posting there, no TikToks, dancing. Stop all that shit. Y'all need to get locked in on the season. Like, that's the reason the NIL deals, I love players getting paid, but I don't want you to get to the point that you're not hungry, because the team just don't look hungry. They was out there. I've never seen, like, it was so bad. I think we missed 2 more tackles this game than all of last year during, one single game. Watching this game, after watching LSU, Ohio State, Texas, Clemson, after Notre Dame, Miami, after watching all these teams, man, dog, I don't know if we even top 15 right now. Yeah, we got to get it together, because right now we horrible. We horrible. Like, I'm not understanding this. This team has talent everywhere, but if you don't have the right mentality, you won't go anywhere. When I watched the Ohio State and Texas game, that looked like and yes, I know Texas is SEC, but watching Ohio State, the quarterback played like, man, you know what? I got a defense that's physical. I'm not gonna mess the game up. I'm just not gonna turn the ball over. That's what I'm gonna do. And Ohio State was hitting. Matter of fact, that LSU and Clemson game, people was hitting. Man, I'm watching Bama and I'm like, wait a minute, Florida State quarterback was talking shit before the game, months before, and y'all just out there just. I see people keep looking at other people. What did y'all confused by? What have y'all been doing in practice all this past season? Like, what is going on? Like, because I'm just gonna be honest, Alabama fans, right now, until I see a change, the level that we was at with Nick Saban, that was up here, that was the highest level we ever seen in collegiate football. Right now, we're back down more, and I hope it don't stay that way, but we're back down more like the Mike Shula time. We not at the elite level that we once was. And like I said, I don't think it's because of the talent. I really feel like it's the players not with the right mindset, the coaches not coaching, they're not instilling the right mindset. The coaches, like I said, and this is for all the people, all them years when Nick was coaching, and what everybody said. Oh man, anybody can coach that team. Anybody can coach Derrick Henry. No, you can't. Y'all discredit the GOAT, Nick Saban. That's the GOAT. Because Nick, people used to always, Nick never smiled. He lived into the moment of the next game. He never wanted to get complacent. Because he know when you get complacent, you start to become happy, like, oh, what you used to do. He always was, man, after the championship games, he was, man, I'm on to the next season. I'm on to the next game. I'm on to the next. Man, you gotta have a certain mentality in this game to know, man, you can't be pushed around easy. It was just, like I said, it was just a pathetic performance. When I'm talking about one of the sorriest I done ever seen. Matter of fact, I just was so disgusted, man. I'm done, y'all. I'm because I just be going on forever. It was, y'all played horrible, and like I said, hopefully we get it together, y'all. Bama fans, let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. What positive, negatives, whatever y'all think of this game. But anyway, hey, Mizzy out. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Hey, roll tide, man. We out this thing.